Warning. This video may contain graphic language, graphic violence, gross cartoon penises, and a whole lot of Pimpy the pimp-ass pimp showing motherfuckers what's up. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh yeah, it looks like the CEO of YouTube is gone. That's right, she resigned yesterday, giving out her letter of resignation. For those who don't know, this is the CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki. She has just resigned. So a lot of people are speculating that her resignation has a lot to do with the congressional hearing that's taking place from Congress. Just really talking to a lot of these social media platformers about all their selective censoring. And now they want the emails from all these companies. They're actually in the process of sending out subpoenas for them right now. So let's get into this and see what the heck is going on. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link will be down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy Silver. Yes, it has changed. PIMPY-SILVER. So if you're watching this video and it's an older video, make sure you check on current videos, because the code is going to be changing from time to time from now on. Also, I can be found on other platforms. Everybody knows I have my own website, Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I post videos that I can't get away with over on YouTube. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. You can also come follow me on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, and Odyssey. The links for all these platforms will be down below in the description. So for whatever reason, if I get removed off of one platform, you could find me on the others. We see right here that the House Judiciary Committee is, Jim Jordan has subpoenaed the chief executive officers of Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Meta, and Microsoft for documents and communications relating to the federal government's reported collusion with big tech to suppress free speech. So people want to know what this means. They're going after everything that's got to do with all the censoring and the subjects that they censored. So whether it has anything to do with the Biden laptop or the RONA or elections, anything like that, they want all communications involving those subject matters. I could personally say the censorship has cost me thousands of dollars, and I mean thousands of dollars. And I know of other YouTubers that are much bigger than I am. They've lost tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for being censored. You'd be surprised how much damage they can do just by censoring a platform, let alone removing a platform and forcing somebody to start all over. And there are multiple people out there that started over 1, 2, 3, 4 different times. Now, a lot of people are going to make the argument that they have the right to do that, and they do. There's nobody disputing that. Where they went wrong and lost their 230 protection is when they started collaborating with political group like the White House and Democratic Party and the Republican Party and the intelligence agencies. Once these people started working with our government agencies, they become an agent themselves. Then that means everybody then is afforded constitutional rights, including freedom of speech. So just because you had 230 protection and they chose to get involved, they lost that protection, and they were supposed to follow the Constitution to make sure that we had the right to say whatever we want. Just calling it misinformation and trying to figure out tricky ways to silence people doesn't work. So I don't know if these hearings are going to have any kind of effect on what's going on. Most of the time, these hearings are just for show. It's going to take more than that. So what if they expose big tech doing exactly what we knew they were doing, which is censoring people for all the wrong reasons, trying to prevent the real truth from coming out? What's going to happen to these people? Nothing. Nothing ever happens to these people. So the House Judiciary Committee has repeatedly attempted to engage with the 5 companies since last December. Unfortunately, the companies have not adequately complied with our requests. Congress has an important role in protecting and advancing fundamental free speech principles, including by examining how private actors coordinated with the government to suppress, like how it says, to suppress. Somebody obviously did not do the editing. suppress First Amendment protected speech. These subpoenas are the first step in holding big tech accountable. So the subpoenas went out to Sundar, Andy, Tim, and Mark, and Satya. So, they're to turn over all requested documents and communications by March 23rd of 2023. Here's another thing I'm noticing, that whenever something big gets ready to break, the media all of a sudden magically has something more important to cover. So that's not a coincidence. You're going to see more of that happening. As a matter of fact, when the Twitter files were going on, not a single mainstream media covered it. So in addition to the big tech companies that this committee is going after, they should also go after the mainstream media and subpoena their records and find out what the hell they knew what was going on and really get to the bottom of this, because I think the American people would be surprised to find out just exactly what's been hidden from them all this time. Had a chance to catch Redacted's comment on this, and there's something that they brought to people's attention. These are the things that were being censored. So if you reported on any of these subject matters, you can get a strike or have your channel removed. Or you can just go down the list and look for yourself, because they'll use this as an excuse to remove the video. Just because the CEO has resigned doesn't mean they won't stop going willy-nilly on everything. So you can see all the claims on here. And this is just dealing with the subject of the RONA and the jabs. That's it. These are the guidelines that they use to silence people with opposing opinions, which I don't understand, because many of them were doctors. They were professionals in their field of expertise, and they were silenced, claiming that these people were putting forward misinformation. How could that possibly be when the people that were speaking are experts in their field? I'm interested to hear what their excuse is for censoring those people. So when it comes to the RONA, here's the new guidelines. You can see it's much smaller, which some of these are interesting. Like, look at this one. Claims that any vaccine is a guaranteed prevention method of the RONA. Well, we've been telling people that there's no guarantee that if you get the jab that you're going to be protected from the RONA, and we got busted for it. And now that's the rule. Their new rules are you're allowed to say that the jab does not guarantee that you'll be protected. In the past, man, that was like a no-no. But pay attention to the wording that they're using. It says claims that a specific treatment or medicine is a guaranteed cure for the RONA. There have been tons of alternative treatments that have been suggested. Nobody's guaranteeing anything. But I think it's interesting that they're now using the words guaranteed. And this last one here blows my mind. So Susan has resigned. She's no longer the CEO of YouTube. For those who don't know much about her, she was part of Google when it first popped up. I know the two founders of Google started in her garage. I'm not kidding. That's where their offices first were. And then she went on to work for Google for quite some time. And then later on left Google to take control over YouTube and turned it into the monster that it is now. Her sister is Anna, and Anna is the CEO of 23andMe. So for those individuals out there trying to figure out a lot about your heritage and things like that, people are, and I don't know why people would be so stupid to do this, but people are voluntarily giving up their DNA to send to get tested. All you did is help them build a much bigger DNA data bank, so it's crazy. We know that the two sisters have ties with Obama and his administration. We know they were huge supporters of Hillary Clinton, so during the time of the election, there was a lot of suppression about anything to do with Hillary that was negative, and anything to really do with Trump that was positive was removed. So there you have it. The CEO of YouTube has stepped down. Where we go from here, nobody knows. I don't think you're going to see much of a change until they're forced to do it. They'll continue to censor our free speech as long as it doesn't fit their agenda. There's a much bigger plan going on here that people need to wake up to. Anyways, that's it for now. You guys, let me know what you think. Are you happy she is stepping down? Do you think it's going to make a difference? Where do you think YouTube is going to go from here? Leave the comments down below, and I'll get back at you later. I'm out.